everyone says it, you have to get 10,000 steps for optimal health. You have to get 10,000 steps in order to lose. It's the best way to burn fat and keep it off. Get 10,000 steps a day. Yes, very true. Why? Because with the lack of movement we have as a society, from whether you're working at home, and most of the people that are on Crank Online or people that I train at home, no one moves, right? Because we do have desk jobs. You do sit down all day long. And some people don't even get 2,000 steps a day. Now, if you were back in the 80s and 90s, you're outside. If you go to a different country, they're like, why are they so lean? Well, it's because they don't have public transportation and they have to walk places and they move more and they do get 10,000 steps a day without thinking about it. But here, if you live in the United States of America, you're over 30 years old, you got a job, you sit at a desk, you commute, right? Whether you go to New York City or you go to, I don't know where else you guys are from, you do not walk enough. We do not move enough. Like even me right now, I'm sitting down, right? I'm sitting down, making these videos, doing it is what I got to do. But in order to get to 10,000 steps, it's a super easy way to do it. And I'm going to show you the 2 ways that I have increased my 10K step in this. So if you're on the replay, please do me a favor. Hit a subscribe, hit me with a follow, comment that you're new to the channel because I'd love to meet you, I'd love to talk to you, and I want to thank you guys for definitely always coming out. But the easiest thing that I do is it's right here, right behind you, is a walking pad. Now everyone's like, oh, that's it, you're selling a product. No, I'm not selling a product. I'm telling you what it is I use. And if I could do this without the camera falling here, this is live. So here comes everything. Right below is my walking pad. Let me put it right here. Zoo. There. Whoop, see, camera almost fell out because it's not done. And that's a dog laying down. Right here. What the fudge? Hold on. I'll take it off. Hopefully not mess with the wire. Boom. Nice and easy. Amazon. If you want it, I'll shoot a link. It's very simple right on there. It's less than $200. So it is a little bit of an investment, but I don't think that's much of an investment, especially if you think about what you might be doing on your Amazon cart, right? By the time you're done inside your Amazon cart, you're 700 down the line on like the weirdest things for your home, whether it's a frame or a chair or protein supplements and some weird stuff for your car. I don't know. By that point, you'll waste the money on things that aren't going to make you healthy, right? Rather than something that's going to help you. And especially if you are someone that really wants to, lose weight, get in shape, just be healthier overall. And I think, the main thing that I do here is I help people, men and women over 30. I used to say over 40, but I know a lot of people over 30 need help too, because sometimes you're just starting. Sometimes you want to get back into shape, so it's not. So when we first opened Crank, a lot of people were like just turning 30, just having their 30th birthday, and they just started their job and they started doing their thing and they found themselves not healthy as they used to be. We always call them the ex-athletes, right? But it's tougher because when you do get into the real world, and I hate saying the real world, right? It's so stupid. But when you do get a job and you end up sitting down more, the things that you used to do aren't as easily accessible. And there's a lot of people in our group that work from home. And for them to get the steps in, it's merely impossible. It's merely impossible. And you get it because now it's the winter. So like, even if you're out here, I'm from Vegas now. I'm normally from New Jersey if you're new to the channel. So Jersey to Vegas. New Jersey, it's snowing. And who wants to put on gear to go walk out into the snow? Not many people, right? A lot of people don't want to work out outside. So we end up doing nothing. And it's like we hibernate for this whole period of time. Because first, they don't want to get a gym membership. And if you do, are you really going to go outside to do it? And number 2, you just don't know what to do. And then it's snowing outside. That's number 2. It's snowing outside. Or it's below 0, which is not fun either. So that's why the walking pad, I believe, has helped me in every way, especially even my family. Not just me, it's my family. Like my wife walks way more. And she works with a nutritional coach now, and she does everything, that she needs to. But getting the steps in was the most important factor of the whole program, right? Making sure we move more because she works from home or works from a desk and will maybe get 3,000 to 4,000 steps in the day. So putting this walking pad into your house is the best thing that's happened to us, health-wise, at the same time, the whole family. Because even my kids now, rather than just sitting down and watching TV, they'll walk on their, oh, I'll say, we call it the dad games, right? The dad games. Welcome to the dad games. In this episode, we're going to make sure that you hit 10,000 steps before you can turn on the TV. And I don't say 10,000 steps, but they have to be on the treadmill for maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes extra. So they get some extra steps in. Because, listen, I'm from the 80s. I was born in the 70s, guys. So if you know that, I was born in 1977, which makes me 47. I know, Asian. It's weird, interesting, right? But when I was a kid, I'd be outside every day. When I was a kid, I'd be moving around, playing basketball, chasing someone, ghost in the graveyard, manhunt. It didn't matter what it was. We were just outside more. And I understand as a parent now, these days, not many people go outside. And we don't live like in a suburban community where we don't live like in the big suburbs of things where it was so nice back in Jersey where you go to your friend's house and your best friend's house and your next door neighbor's house. And like, it was just so many people that you can kind of trust, I guess. But everyone was outside. Here, I don't see a kid outside ever. And the only way we see kids is if we go to the park, right? So we have to like get up, make it a thing to go make sure that they get exercise. So honestly, are our kids actually getting the steps they need? Sure, we can sign up to sports, perfect, we can do that. But every day, are they getting the steps that they need to become a healthier human being? Like a lot of the things we do for ourselves, are we applying that to our children as well? Are these the habits that they need to develop? I don't know. I think it's as important for them as us. So that's why the 10K steps is definitely a big priority in this house. And listen, I used to say, it's so stupid. Like it was such a stupid, it makes no sense. Like why are they saying 10K steps a day? And then obviously COVID happened. And then it shows that we move way less now. So making that 10K step like benchmark is the utmost importance. Now, with that said, if you haven't done anything, right? This is to the person that's like, what do you mean? Now I gotta, how am I gonna go from 1,000 to 10K? On our program, we would gradually increase that step number. So instead of going from 0 to 10, which is cool, your knees might hurt a little bit, you might have some sore feet, but maybe move to 3,000 steps. So if you're tracking yours, maybe get one of those gadgets that everyone has and track the steps, see where you're at, and then progress from there. So if you're only getting 3,000, maybe your goal would be 6,000. Maybe try to double that, right? Maybe try to get 6,000 for a week or two, because even if you're doing that, it's still a little more than what it is you have normally been doing, right? And then after that, try to increase it again. So you have to have, just like in any workout program, you have to have progression. There has to be some type of mapped out progression in order to keep this thing that we're trying to do sustainable, right? You want to do this for the rest of your life. You want to. And if you do hit a low, you want to get back into it, because the studies show, and I'm going to say studies shown arbitrarily, but I know there are because I can't cite them right now, but walking 10 steps a day will make you healthier, right? And a lot of people do this for the longevity protocol, which means they do want to live longer. And if you are near 40s and 50s, you're starting to think about different things, right? You're not thinking about all the time about your abs and your biceps. You know, so motherfucker, I want to be here a little bit longer and hang out in this world a little bit more so I can watch my kids grow up. Like, I feel like that is the utmost important part of life. Of course, when you're in your 20s and your 30s and you want to look good, right? You got to go down the shore. You got to go to Cancun. I don't know, making up weird. You're going to DR, Dominican Republic. You have to go to vacation. So, or you just want to look good for, honestly, right? I used to say this back at Crank. I still state it now, is that people work out to look better naked. You just want to have sex, right? That's it. That's end of the day. That's, you want to feel comfortable having sex, not with the lights off under the covers, like that you want to feel so confident in your body that you just want to be able to take your clothes off and have sex. And that's how it was, I believe. That's my theory. But now it changed, right? Now it's like, fuck that. I don't care. I'm not going to have sex anymore. I want to live longer so I can do this thing called life and hang out a little bit longer than I need to, you know? Almost like I want to be a statistic and like, congratulations, it's Pete. Look at him. He's here at McDonald's at 109 years old. Having a call. Hopefully that I don't look like that. Right? Hopefully at 109, I still look like a regular person. Like I'm, little wrinkly skin, old balls. That's fine. But like moving along, and still doing stuff and walking. And you see these people, and like I get inspired by seeing these people now. And one way to do it is to start with your health. Oh, what was the second thing? The second thing that I do is I play like at-home sports, so fairly simple. A way to get steps in is me and my wife will do this. We'll stand, and I don't know if you like el football is Spanish. That was terrible. That was el Spanish is what I was saying. Soccer. We play soccer. So we'll take the ball and I'll just pass and then wait for her and then I'll pass. That's it. And then pass. And after a couple minutes, we'll kind of increase the distance. Pass, pass, pass. It's super fun, super simple. And in 20 minutes, we picked up like 4,000 steps. We gauged it because we were just, kicking the ball, passing the ball back and forth. And it just kind of worked out. Now, if you don't have a friend, there's things that we used to use in the 80s, and it's called a wall. So find a wall, hip top, pass it, bring it back in, pass it, bring it back in. You can also play off the wall. So I play off the wall a lot. Here it is. Look, I'm not joking. No one likes it. Oh, hold on. I might be out of camera, but I'm right here. Here's my ball, and I'll take it. It's a little too early right now. There's a camera. It's a little too early right now. It's about 7:07, so I was going to wake up, so I'll take it. I'll just step, and then, of course, I'll miss because I'm terrible at moving, but then I'll go back to my spot, find the ball, off the wall, find it. So you're just like a little German shepherd playing fetch with yourself. But it's an easy way. And then, listen, this is what I do. It doesn't mean you have to do exactly what it is, but what's an activity that you can do that facilitates more movement? Right, facilitates more anything. If you're on a conference call, or you guys that work at home, you look like this. Hold on, watch. This is what you guys look like. They should be on Twitch. I'm not going on Twitch. So look, hold on, wait for me. Don't leave from right here. Watch. Look, this is you guys. This is you guys. Hello, thank you for calling Amazon. How can I help you today? Are you satisfied with my satisfaction? And then you're doing this, and instead of like sitting there on a conference call, you can also just be on a conference call and be like, yeah, hey, what's up, John? Yeah, the POVs and the FIQs and the double elemental Ps, they got to go out tomorrow. So making sure that by tomorrow, the QRF goes out ASAP. You got that? You got that, John? Hello, John? Okay. Well, John, you get my gist here. That's what we're looking to do. So that's another easy way to move around. And as stupid and as crazy as that sounds, let me take this off. It actually looks pretty cool. I feel like a gamer. I got a lot of props here. Hold on, wait, watch. As stupid as that sounds, this is for my drone, by the way. As stupid as it may sound, it works. You could tell me anything you want. You could dislike the video, but most likely, it's real because it works. And I wish you could just I wish my wife would just wrestle me. So you want to exercise? Not like, not that wrestle, like fucking take each other down. I wish that would be the thing, but she's not going to do that. And I don't have the time to get to a class, right? Because I do have kids' responsibilities. I do have work. My wife does have work. I do have family responsibilities that allows me to not be able to make the things that I really want to do, but I really wish I had someone I could just take down and throw. Shooting basketball. Yesterday, I took took my son out to go shoot some hoops. He does not understand how to play basketball, right, at all. He doesn't understand. He's not a good team player. My son, if you don't know, is on the spectrum. He's autistic, so he's very individualized. But I do promote as much sports as I can into him. And he always goes, Dad, it's always sports, 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 sports. Oh, what's up, Chuck? What's up, Coach Rose? Is that Rose Amelia? Oh, it is. Hey, I just saw the in the chat. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming out, bro. What's up? It's Sunday morning. Happy everything. Hope you're good. Speaking of you, no, I'll go back to it. There's a movie I saw. It's called The Magazine Star, the magazine cover. I don't know if you saw that. It's the guy from Creed 2. Give me like a something that says you saw a trailer for it. It's an independent film. It's about bodybuilder. Love you too, man. Love you too, coach. It's about a bodybuilder, and like there hasn't been I'm getting chills thinking about it because it looked pretty cool, and it's the struggle and the striving to be on the cover of a magazine or be obviously the Olympia champion. I don't know if it's based off someone, but it's the guy from Creed 2, but the villain, like his friend that he fought at the end. So I'll try to check it out if you saw it, but definitely something you can see. But again, do something that applies to your lifestyle. Do something that applies to you. And that's when they say, be more active, be more active. They say that as humans, we overthink the being active thing, right? We always have to make it a thing, right? So it's like, oh, I'm going to sign up. I'm going to join a gym. I got to get 3 outfits. I got to get new sneakers. You're making everything a thing, right? Oh, I have to start working out. I have to go to the gym. Which gym am I going to go to? I got to visit a couple gyms, get a gym membership. You're overthinking what it is you need to do. Just go for a fucking walk. If you need to start, go for a walk. Here's my protocol for beginner at-home workouts, okay? We do a basic joint-friendly workout, warm-up. If you don't know what that is, just go to the channel. It'll be there. Maybe I'll throw it on the description, whatever YouTube does. And then just go for a walk. And then I make them do squats off the couch, push-ups on the counter. So if you can see here, I'll give you a little bit more view of the house here. Cool. So I'm already on it, right? So push-ups on the counter, elbows tight, push away. Is this hard? No. Can it be hard for someone that hasn't done anything? Yes. Because most of us think we have to hit the floor. We got to do things the hard way. We got to run 10 miles. We got to do the Murph because you got fucked up friends. That's why you got fucked up friends. Elbows nice and tight, push away. You don't know the proper way to just progress. Bang. Zoo. And another one I do is called a support squat, or what I will call a stripper squat, because I'm going to hold a pole, bum, bum, bum. But here was hold the counter. And then look, while I'm holding up to the counter, I got a good base. That means my core is super engaged. And I'm just going to use my body to trust myself to sit to a point that feels good. Now, if you have injuries, do a box squat, sit onto a chair, stand up. Nothing wrong with that. It's still movement. So from here, I'm just going to hold on tight, sit on down. This is actually my progression from the box squat. Right, a supported squat. So a lot of people will use like a TRX or suspension. For me, the counter is perfect. If you have a pole, check this out. This is why I call it a stripper squat. Because I do that. I don't do that though. So here up top, sit, squat, sit, squat. In this, whatever foot area, I can't, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 by 10 area. I could get a full workout in. But we think we have to do everything. We think we need a gym. Now listen, I'm not saying that you don't need a gym. I'm not saying that you don't need a coach, because they will help you. They will inspire you. And the main reason you need a coach, and Coach Rose Amelia is here, he understands exactly why. It's the accountability. Guys, it doesn't matter what workout you do. We think, and I've been in this for over 25 years. And there was points in my time where like, my workout's the best. My workout, I'm better than this guy. I'm better than this. No, I'm not. You know why? I'm good at what I do based off the goal that you're looking for. If you want to get stronger, I'm going to find a way to get you strong that works for you, right? And that's a good coach. A good coach will also say no. Be like, this person wants to compete. You know what I say? No, I'm not going to help you compete. I'm not going to teach you. I'm not going to do it. I sure can, but it's not what I'm really good at, right? I have tons of friends that I can refer you to do that. Based off your goal, I know I can make you stronger. I know I can make you healthier. I know I can help you lose weight. That's for damn sure, right? But I understand my scope. But everyone thinks, oh, I could do this, I could do that, I could do this. I'm the best. No, you're not. The only thing you got to be good at is making sure people show up and they have a great time. And that's it. Make people show up and have a good time. Why? Because if they show up and they do the things they need to do, they will become successful. Why make it fun? So they fucking come back. Because if you just keep doing things that are going to damage them, that's going to hurt them, or not, honestly, just bore them to death, they're not going to come back. And listen, I'm not here to talk shit right now, but I'm going to. I go to my kids' soccer camp or soccer class. And the kid's a good kid, and he's just a young kid. He's a young, maybe early 20s, maybe. He's definitely a soccer player, but he's not a coach. And then I watch him try to coach. And I never wanted to coach kids so bad in my entire life, to the point that I did apply. Right? I applied for a part-time job at the community center, because at the community center, you're not going to get quality, right? Because the pay is very low. It's almost like free work. So you have to have the heart to do it. And I honestly, this is just between us. This is nothing to do with 10K, but I want to do it because I want to give quality to the kids that can't afford it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just something that feels good. I always wanted, because I know when I grew up, I couldn't go to camp. I couldn't go to wrestling school. I couldn't go to anything. So I just trained myself, because my parents would never, they would rather pay $1,000 for a math class than they would pay for a wrestling school, because they didn't understand sports, right? They didn't get it. It's a waste of money. I'd rather work on your studies, they would say. But for me now, there's so many kids out there that have so much potential to do things, but they don't have the resources to do it. You know, I'm big on that. And I've always done that, you know, especially with like wrestling. Wrestling, I worked for, I volunteer coach for, I don't even know how many years. I only got paid for a certain stipend of time when they're like, all right, you're good. But then even after, I just kept volunteering. And volunteering. I have no idea where I was going with this. Oh, but the coaching has to be fun. This is like kind of boring, you know? And then I watch other coaching, it's boring. And it's like, I feel bad for the kids, because like they just want to have fun, and they're in first and second grade, and they don't need to do line drills. They don't need to do squat jumps. They don't need to right now. They need to learn proprioception. They have to learn reaction. They have to learn movement in a space. They have to learn balance. You know, and people think that it's like soccer or wrestling or football that's a skill, right? It's a skill that gets developed, but without body awareness, there's no developmental phases of the skill, if that makes sense. And if there's a kid that's really good for that kid. You got to find somewhere else to bring that kid that might be a little better faster. You know, but a lot of times, you know, I just see the holes, and I don't want to say the programming, because I'm sure there's no programming, but I see the holes in the process. But even more importantly, out of that whole talk of love you too, man. Love you too, coach. Even to the the love took over, and I forgot. All training aside, it's got to be fun. Right. And that goes with your 10K thing too. Yes, your 10K a day can be daunting, right? It can feel like, I just got off we did a Zoom workout this morning on Crank Online. And if you want to check it out, just comment down below, let me know, and, you know, I'll give you a free trial so you can test it out, where we do online programming, online virtual classes, stuff like that. But we talked afterwards, which is our check-ins that we also do. That's the accountability part. Kid's awake. Someone's coming down. And it has to be fun, right? And she even said it feels daunting because she felt like she worked out all day yesterday because she waited a little later. And she has a little lower back pain, right? Because of sitting down at the desk all day. She has tight hip flexors, tight quads, psoas probably locked up, I'm sure. So we took our time, did it nice and easy, but you feel better when you move. And a lot of us, here's my one friend says, my one friend, Vin. Hey, Vin, his name's Vin. Vin. And he's like, oh, I can't start working out. My lower back hurts all the time, and this hurts, and this. It's because you don't move, dude. Like but then he doesn't want to move because he's afraid of getting hurt. He's afraid of hurting himself again. It's kind of, you know what I mean? Like, did you know that if you move, you create more freedom within your body? If you move the right way. Now, I'm not saying if you're hurting and then you're going to back squat, it's maybe not. How about you do it and you shadow box? How about you do it and you go for a walk? Like, that's a step too. Like, go. My wife does it. Go on YouTube. Man, go on YouTube. I'm going to say watch mine. Go on YouTube. There's hot girls. You don't want to watch me do workouts. You don't want to watch workouts with me. If you want to, good. Check my channel out. But if you want to watch hot girls work out and then move, you can do the same thing with them. And they're like stepping. And some of them, they have cardio kickboxing. So they're jabbing and stepping and crossing and hooking, uppercut, 1, 2, 3. And they're stepping forward, backwards, forward, and they're moving, right? And that's like, that counts to your steps. So there's different options, right? I already gave you 1,000. Get a walking pad. That's super easy. Get a walking pad. Plug it into your location. Walk when you're working. Walk when you're on the phone. Walk whenever you can. Increments or whatever. You're sitting down for 2 hours. Get up and walk for 10 minutes. Another 10 minutes. Another 10 minutes. Play an activity inside your house, right? Soccer ball, off the wall. Play with your kids. I don't know. Go outside, shoot some hoops. Because sometimes when you shoot a hoop and it dings and it goes all the way that way, you go, oh, God, damn it. Now you got to run all the way down the block. And then you live on a hill. So now you got to run all the way down the hill to go get that ball. Look at the steps you took without even, that's the worst feeling, by the way. When the ball gets away from you and then you have to try to find it, nothing worse than that. So those are extra steps right there, right? Walk around while you're on a conference call. Walk around while you're doing something. Just keep moving. And that's the case. But I'm going to shut this down. Oh, wow. You know what? I'll talk for 27 minutes. If you guys made it this long, comment and let me know, made it. If you made it this far, just type in made it, and I will send you our at-home workout program so you guys can do. Just because you made it this long, I'll give you a free gift that, most people will never use in their entire life, but at least we have it within your hand. And then from that selection, I'll choose someone to enter into our Crank Online program. You test it out, see if you like it, and you can do it that way as well. Listen, I'm just on the fly here because I can't believe I've been on this long. I made it because, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it, Coach. That's great. I hope everyone does have a great Super Bowl Sunday. If this video has helped you in any way or very informative, please just share it with anyone that you feel that might need to hear it. Maybe not with kids around. Let them know that I did say stripper bends. I did say mother effer, and I might have said jungle juice. I don't know. I might have said that for sure. But happy Super Bowl day. Don't care about it. Comment down below. Who do you think? South Beach 2000. Oh, man. Ain't that wild? So if you guys obviously don't know this, me and Coach Rose, we knew each other, of each other. And then in 2002, we did a bodybuilding competition in South Beach, Miami together. And having two Jersey boys just competing in the same competition down there was wild. And of course, we, from then, just built this bond relationship that just never stopped, right? And I don't see him for like years, but every time we see each other, it's just where it picked up. And we've helped each other in more ways than anyone knows, right? From him listening to his conversations, he listens to my conversation, we always do. And I can speak for him as well as myself, is that sometimes life gets hard. And sometimes life gets difficult. Sometimes life really sucks. But at the end of the day, the one thing that we always use to get ourselves out of these ruts to start is movement, right? Is exercise, is finding a way. It kind of helps always clear our heads. Back in the day, I'd say, the iron, because that's when I was really psychopathic. The iron heals me, but it wasn't really the iron. It was just the moving. It was just a process of finding a purpose, right? Finding a reason to be here, finding a reason to get away from something I don't want to be in anymore. And now we teach that to people, and he coaches. Tom's Red Bag South, Red Bag North, Tom's River North. Where were you at? Forget. Middletown North. If that's the last time I remember where he was from. Midnight. I was right. Yeah, yeah. And it's hard. Life is very interesting. I have a whole channel that was geared towards that. It's mental mobility. And is it over yet? No, I don't think so. But I got to the point with that where talking about it made me more depressed. So I had to stop. Then I felt like it was just time, and there's times and phases and everything. And this is the phase, and this is the channel, and this is the thing that I know I am the best at, and I feel the best in doing. So with the combination of both, it kind of helps myself out, as well as me talking through this lens. I'm sure it can at least give someone a glimpse of what they can see in the future. Because we've all been there. We've all been rough. We've all been, thanks, Robin. Love you too. Miss you too. We've all been at points where it feels like we just can't get out of it, right? We just can't. But it's just sometimes long enough that if we just keep moving a little bit, right, do something to move, we always find our way out, right? And that's one step at a time. A lot of times we don't want to get up, but sometimes that even this in relation to this video of a 10K goal, getting into that walk helps you get into that meditative state. It helps you think. It helps you get away. It helps you get out of your own mind, or in your mind. Sometimes I don't like to say get out of my mind, because then we're just ignoring it. Sometimes when you go for a walk, a lot of stuff pops up, and some crying happens, and some sobbing happens, and some real realizations of you finding out more about you, because you are walking and you're moving and your brain is moving, but in a different way, right? It's not in a way where you're on the couch hating yourself because you're guilty, or not loving yourself because you're sad. But when you get out and move, you are a little bit proud of yourself for at least not being down on the couch. So in a mental mobility aspect, if you made it this far watching it, maybe just taking that 10K walk is just enough for your mental health and for you to get out of it. All right. So I do have to go. I do appreciate everything you guys have done, and thank you for hanging out this long. I think I'm going to do another one today, but it might be later on. I might not, because it is Super Bowl Sunday, and I don't want to get just drunk people on the on the live stream. But I did have something else I want to talk about later today, and I will do it anyway. So if you're here, you're here. If not, I hope you guys have a great one. Thank you, Coach Rose. Thanks for coming out. Love you, man. Robin, love you with all my heart. You guys know this 100%. And I want to, wait, I'll let Otis say bye to you. Hold up. Otis, look. He got caught, being caught stealing once when I was, is he 5? 5. Punk ass dog. All right, I'll see you guys later. Thanks so much. And like, up, subscribe, comment, whatever you gotta do. Peace out, Cub Scouts. Still good.